Hi guys and welcome back. Well, before we get into today's topic, if you really do enjoy the content, then please consider subscribing and leave me a big thumbs up because it really helps. It's Sunday the 28th of July and the new story I'm going to be discussing today is potentially the future of gaming, where we will see the end of the consoles and PCs for gaming, that is. I'm talking about Google's Stadia. Future? Let's find out. So if there's anybody out there that doesn't know what Google Stadia is a cloud gaming service operated by Google, and it is said to be capable of streaming video games up to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, with support for high dynamic range to players via the company's numerous data centers across the globe, provided they are using a sufficient high-speed internet connection. So let's just do this now. It's free delivery, but would it be an else? And it is going to cost you £119. Now, quickly doing the maths there, because you do get 3 months included in the Founders Edition. Does that mean the controller and the little gizmo you've got to use is actually costing me £92? £92 for a controller and a little adapter so you can stream it to your television. That's a little bit rich, especially when you see the games choice, and I'll show you that in a minute. But you get Stadia Pro, part of the Founders Edition, $8.99 a month. 3 months included in Founders Edition. Well, that's all they seem to be selling, that's what you're going to get. Resolution up to 4K, frame rate 60 frames per second, sound 5.1 surround sound, but that's if you've got a 5.1 surround system. Buy games whenever you want. Now that's interesting, and we'll touch on that in a bit. Additional free games released regularly, starting with Destiny 2. Destiny 2's how old now? Can't be serious. Stadia Pro exclusive discounts on select games purchased. So taking a look at the list of games that you're going to be getting, and bear in mind this is only with the Founders Edition. If you don't purchase this, I would imagine you'd have to buy these games. Now, there's an alright selection there, but there's a lot of these games now that are really old. You know, great games, don't get me wrong in some regard, but really old. And how many of you got overexcited when I said Destiny 2? But you've got Doom Eternal, you've got Wolfenstein Youngblood, Borderlands 3, Farming Simulation, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Mortal Kombat 11, Darksiders, The Elder Scrolls Online. That's an old game now, it really is getting there. The Tomb Raider trilogy, Samurai Shodown, and that's a fantastic game. But it doesn't mean I'm going to rush out and buy this system just so I can play that. Baldur's Gate 3, Metro Exodus, the list is there, guys, you can see it. My only problem I've got with this straight away is the Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus has hundreds of games, and they are being added to all the time. This hasn't, and this is the problem, especially also when I tell you that when you want to play a AAA rated game on this system, you're going to have to pay full whack for it. Are you really going to own it? Digital downloads, I'm not one of them. I want a physical copy. But if that's what floats your boat, if that game costs 60, 70 quid, you're still going to have to pay 60, 70 quid, because they're not going to be able to give you any discount from the word go. Maybe 3 to 6 months after the game's been released, but that's the game producers that'll be doing that, not that system, and certainly not that store. There is just a hell of a lot more bang for your buck on the likes of Microsoft and Sony's online activities than there is compared to this. So this could quite literally be like Google Glasses. Do you remember those? What happened to them? They just faded away. And I don't care what system you're using, but 4K at 60 frames per second being streamed, I'm telling you, you are not going to get that all the time. No way. You know, Google wants to be like an Xbox Live. They really do. But they're nowhere near as good. They've got nowhere near the amount of games and the offering that you get with the likes of Microsoft, and certainly the Gold membership, which is an incredible membership, and the PlayStation Plus. Just don't have it. They don't have hundreds of titles already sat there waiting for you to experience. They're not going to be able to give you absolute tons of free content straight away, and they need people to buy into it. And certainly offering Destiny 2 as a freebie, which I think has already been out too long. You know, if we're not already playing that on our Microsoft Xboxes, the PlayStations and the PCs, then are we going to be enticed to go out and buy the Google system just to play it? I don't think we are. I don't think we are. I don't think that's the title that's going to make me want to go out and buy this thing from the word go. I might be wrong, but I don't think I'm going to be that far wrong. Not this time. So I'd be interested in your thoughts, guys. This is only a very quick overview, I get that. And of course, only time will tell. But I think this is really going to crash and burn unless they really do something serious about this. And in some regards, that's a shame. In others, I must be honest, I'm laughing my arse off because I don't want to see the end of gaming PCs and consoles. I know the day will come one day, but I hope not yet. So I'd be very interested in your thoughts, please. Let me know what your feelings are. Give me the feedback. Anyway, I've waffled on more than enough. Let's end this one there. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. I'll catch you all again. Take care.